Hey guys, so I am filming this before I film my Art of Organics box review for April, which you will have seen the day before I post this one. I'm going to post them one right after the other. And I thought that because I've been loving my skincare so much, and my skin looks really good, hopefully it looks good right now, I haven't done any skincare yet, that I would do a current skincare routine with you where I would go through my daily skincare, so like my daytime skincare, and then I would show you what I use in my nighttime skincare routine too, because this weekend I am planning on switching everything up again. I found out what the brand for Beauty Heroes is going to be in May, and I've actually got some products that I've been meaning to do a brand review with anyway from that brand, and this was sort of like perfect timing. So this weekend I'm going to be switching up everything, so I figured that I would show you what my skin is loving so much right now. So you can sort of see what I've been using, what I've been doing, the mixture of products that I've been doing. So I'm going to go through with you my daytime skincare routine, and obviously I can't show you my nighttime skincare routine, but I'll show you me doing the steps for my daytime one. Not that it's that interesting, but I kind of like doing, you know, my skincare and stuff on camera. I don't do my makeup on camera, so I'll do my skincare on camera with you guys. So since I've been out of the shower for a little while, and I usually do my skincare right after I get out of the shower, I've been keeping it moisturized and hydrated with the Leilani Balancing Toner, the Bohemian Ruby one. This, I think next to the Josh Roseberg Hydrating Accelerator, is probably my favorite hydrating mist. I really, really love this one. It's beautiful, it's scented beautifully, it moisturizes, it's got a really fine mist on it. So I use this, I do typically use this in my routine somewhere like before or after, but I thought I would mention it since I've been using it this morning. So just to keep my skin hydrated while it waits for the rest of my skincare, though my skin still, it feels really good. So let's talk about cleanser first. So I've been using a cleanser combination that I actually am really, really enjoying. So I'm using the Bella Aura Gentle Purifying Cleanser, and then I'm mixing in, well, most of the time I'm using these two together. Sometimes I'll use this by itself. But yeah, I've got the Purifying Cleanser, which is actually, it is really gentle, and I find like it's been helping a lot with my redness. My redness is, I don't know if it's like just the cleanser or if it's like a combination of everything, but my redness is actually really reduced. It, at least in the viewfinder, it kind of looks like I've got some pigmentation issues, which I kind of do, but I mean, I always have pigmentation issues, but it just kind of looks like more exaggerated in the viewfinder. But anyway, I've been really enjoying this. Actually, I was so hesitant to try the Bella Aura line for the longest time because I don't know, something about it just seemed off to me for some reason. I'm not really sure if it's just the branding or if it just didn't feel, I don't know. But anyway, I received a bunch of the Bella Aura stuffs because I finally looked into it and I finally was like, okay, like I will try this, and I actually really am enjoying it. So there's going to be a Bella Aura brand review coming up probably June at this point, because since I'm going to be doing something else for May, well, this might come late May since it's actually the beginning of April and I'm planning on doing my other review for anyway, you know what I mean, for Beauty Heroes for May. I can't speak this morning, or this afternoon, it's like 3 o'clock. But yeah, this will probably come late May, early June would be my guess. And so I will use this on its own sometimes, but I have been mixing it in with the Granola Goat Refresh. This is not available anymore. She does sell one cleansing powder. It's the Radiance one, I think, and it's got different ingredients in it, but this has got rice powder, oat powder, yarrow, quinoa, white clay, lemon, peppermint, and then non-GMO citric acid. So what I actually like to do is take quite a few pumps of this, maybe like 8 to 10, get a good decent amount, and then I like to sprinkle in a bunch of this and then mix them together. So this one is purifying, and I find that it actually does a really good job, you know, like I guess purifying the skin and keeping it clean, but it's not exfoliating, and I need a lot of exfoliation. My skin gets built up really quickly. Plus I like to exfoliate, and this is actually a really, really gentle one. It doesn't have, you know, super aggressive particles. It's a very fine powder, so I'm actually going to be pretty upset when it's gone because I actually have been enjoying this combo a lot, actually. But I will use this one on its own sometimes, but for the majority of the time in the morning, I will use these two together. So that's what I did today. I did like 10 pumps of this, and I did a generous sprinkle of this, rubbed it on my face. I actually leave it on sort of like as an in-shower mask. I leave everything on as a mask. There is like hardly anything that I don't leave on for at least a minute. It's sort of like a flash mask, I guess, but anyway. Okay, so now we're gonna get on to the next bit. What I do before I do any of the rest of my skincare is an acne treatment if I need one. Some days I find that I do, some days I find that I don't. This morning I actually, you know, I'm actually gonna do it around like the bottom of my jawline area. And I think that's really the only like areas of concern at the moment. The rest of my skin looks pretty good. Even like my chin, which has been broken out for a long time, is not terrible. So I might do like a little bit here and then like around my jawline, because for some reason my jawline is breaking out pretty bad. So this is the Natural Logic Purified Blemish Serum. I finished my last jar of the Spot treatment, and I've been using this, and I love this even more than the Spot treatment actually. It's more affordable. It's I haven't compared the ingredients. I haven't compared the two to see, you know, what's the difference between this one and the Uma one, but I really like this one. You get more and it costs less, and it works, you know, just as well, if not better, than the Spot treatment one. So that's what I do. I will put it on any blemishes that I feel like I have an issue with. Which really right now is only around my jawline and a little bit on my chin, which is actually kind of nice. The rest of my skin, though it's quite pigmented, it's actually pretty friggin' smooth and clear for the most part. And I do accredit it to this specific routine because my skin, it just looks so good. So, but yeah, so while I'm waiting for that to sink in, I have been using this routine morning and night. For the better part of the last 3 weeks, actually. When I got the products in the mail, I got them around the same time for the Beauty Heroes and for Art of Organics. The Pearl-esque box ones and the Boxwalla ones, which are also in my nighttime routine, came a little bit later, so they haven't been in my routine as long. But my daytime routine has been pretty consistent it has been consistent for the last 3 weeks as this routine. So yeah, I know I've definitely noticed that my skin has just responded really well to these products. It looks really good. So I usually like to let this sit for a few minutes, but it's not too bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on. So I've been using the De Mamiel Dewy Facial Mist in between like all of my steps, because this routine is very hyaluronic acid heavy. It's very hydration heavy. It's very yeah, I guess it's very hydration heavy is really the gist of it. There's a lot of hydration elements. There's a lot of hyaluronic acid. And I find that my skin, when I would try to use like really balancing products or really like harsh astringent products, my skin doesn't respond as well to those, even though that's sort of what we've been led to believe oily skin it needs. Oily skin types have been targeted, you know, for like harsher treatments, for like less moisturizing and hydrating products, and like more astringent and sort of like active products. But I find that my skin has looked the best when I add in more hydration. So if you're dealing with acne, I would definitely suggest adding in a lot more hydration and sort of see how your skin does, because I've sort of found that that's been like my saving grace for my acne. I mean, I'm almost 32. I'm gonna be 32 next month. I've been dealing with acne since I was like 13, and my skin now looks the best it's looked in a really, really long time, and feels the best. It's like, it's unbelievably smooth. Like, my skin has not felt this smooth in like ages. I usually deal with like a really bad texture issue, but like seriously, it's like Oliver's butt. So I like to spray a generous amount of that, and then I'm using the Live Botanical Hyaluronic Acid Serum. That is in the Art of Organics box that you heard about yesterday. I like to take 2 pumps of that, and then I will do that all over. And this is a really nice sort of like basic hyaluronic acid serum. I probably will have talked about some of this stuff in the Art of Organics box. I'm filming it after this, so you're seeing what I'm filming next first, but I'm talking about, you know. So if I repeat what I say, just like forgive me. But I find that this is like a very basic but effective hyaluronic acid serum. All that's in it is aloe, green tea, hyaluronic acid, and then the lactobacillus ferment, which is the preservative. And I do have the old version, so it's the same, So I bought this in May of last year at the Dallas Indie Beauty Expo. They were there, and I had seen them around on Instagram a little bit before then. They weren't that well known, but I found them somehow. And I found out they were going to be at the Dallas Indie Beauty Expo, and so I bought a couple of things from them. I bought the hyaluronic acid serum, actually. So this is their old packaging. It came in like a frosted glass with a dropper. I'm about halfway through this bottle, and then I received this bottle. So the ingredients are exactly the same, only the difference between this one and this one is that this one has more different weights of hyaluronic acid. I think this one only had 1 weight of hyaluronic acid, and if I'm not mistaken, this now has multiple weights of hyaluronic acid. So I do find that this one is more hydrating than this one. When I started using this one, after I'd used a couple of other hyaluronic acid serums, I had noticed how this one was not as moisturizing, or it was not as hydrating. I get the two mixed up. It was not as hydrating as the other hyaluronic acid serums that I had tried. And I chalked it up to, you know, it's a cheaper product. This was only $28, where a lot of the other ones I tried were in like the $60 to $80 range. And I was like, well, it's cheaper, so it's probably not as effective, but it definitely has to do with the weights of the hyaluronic acid, I think. This is only $2 more, and this is much more hydrating than this one. So if you used this one before and found it to not be as hydrating as you like, you definitely might fare better with the newer one, because it has multiple weights of hyaluronic acid and it's much more hydrating now. So I probably will say that again in my Art of Organics review, but in case you didn't watch that and you were watching this one, so yeah, that's the little spiel on this. So I have tried both. I do actually really like this one because it is more hydrating. So that's the first serum layer. So I talked about in my Beauty Heroes review that I was layering serums. So I've got the De Miel Intense Nurture Antioxidant Elixir, which is the hero from the Beauty Heroes box this month. Sometimes the boxes just work so well together, and this is definitely one of those months where the products in the Art of Organics box and the products in the Beauty Heroes box they make such a great pair, and it's amazing for the skin. So the serums layer and pair really well together. The moisturizer that's in the Art of Organics box also pairs really nicely, and then, you know, the tinted moisturizer that's in the Beauty Heroes box. This, I believe, is almost sold out. It's almost sold out at the time that I'm filming this. I hope in 2 days it's not still sold out if you want it, but I highly recommend getting on this because it really is like a wow product. It won't wow you in the beginning because it's definitely one of those products you see results from over time, but it's, as my skin just, like I've been saying, it's just totally obsessed with it. So here we go. We're gonna spray with the facial mist again, and then I'm gonna take, so it's like a milky serum. If you didn't watch my De Miel review, go do that. I'm gonna take about whatever that is, I don't know, 2 to 3 to 4 drops of that, and then I'm going to spread that all over the face as well. And it does, to me, sort of like a weird metallic, like a metal lavender smell. I don't know. The smell is weird to me, but it's not like unpleasant, it's just strange. But it works really well, so hey, I will deal with it. Okay, so that's serums. So I do 2 different serums. Well, I guess 3 technically, because I do the spot treatment, which is a serum, and then I do the 2 different hyaluronic serums. I do like the basic one for like an extra bit of hydration, because I don't find this one on its own to be super hydrating. I did try to use this one on its own for a few times, and I don't find this to be hydrating enough. So that's why I like to have the second hyaluronic acid serum to really add the hydration that my skin needs. So then all that's left for daytime is my eye cream and my moisturizer. So the eye cream that I'm currently using right now, I'm trying to finish, is the One Love Organics Active Moisture Vitamin E Balm. I've had this for quite a while actually, and it's time to just finish. I've got that little bit left and I'm almost done with it. You need like the tiniest little bit so it like lasts me forever. And I'm actually going to do a good bit, because I don't know yet. I don't think I'm putting makeup on for my Art of Organics review. I think I'm just going to put like some mascara and lip gloss on. So my skin looks pretty good. I don't really want to like cover it up with makeup. And that was maybe a little too much because that was pretty hydrating. But I do really like this eye cream. It was like one of the first eye creams that I bought. It was like it was the first expensive one I bought. I think it was like 48 bucks when I bought it. I don't know if the price has changed at all. But before that, I had tried, you know, like some pretty inexpensive ones, and I definitely really like this one. My favorite eye cream to date is still the Kahina Giving Beauty Eye Serum. I just love that so much. I need to finish so many of the eye serums or whatever, or like get rid of them that I've got and like go back to that one, because I loved that one so much. Like second would be the Eye Cream too around the eyes, which is also really amazing. But yeah. Okay, so the last bit we're gonna do is moisturization before we get on to tinted moisturizer, I guess. So I double serum, I sort of double moisturize, because the sort of like foundation routine that I've got going on is also highly hydrating and moisturizing. So my skin just it's very hydrated, and it's definitely not dry. So yeah, this is the second product that's in the Art of Organics box. This is the One Love Organic Skin Dew Coconut Water Cream. I had very interesting feelings about this when I first heard about it, and when I first found out it was going to be in the Art of Organics box. I was like, oh, this is very strange. I don't have the ingredients on me. I actually forgot to bring in my Art of Organics box, which I'm gonna have to go get, and hopefully I don't wake up my son before I film my Art of Organics review. So I don't have the ingredients on me, but I recall there not being hyaluronic acid in here, and I was like, I don't know if it was just the coconut water that I was like, this is like such a strange product. I don't know about it, but it's like a white cream in a pot, so it's very thick. It couldn't be in a pump. It has a very, like, almost non-scent. This is actually the Art of Organics box this month. I'm going to say this again. But the Art of Organics box this month is actually perfect if you're sensitive to scents. This is unscented. It doesn't smell like anything. It's you know, got the minimal ingredients, and it's very gentle. This is also practically unscented. You get the faintest hint of coconut, but basically it's got like a non-scent. It's very non-scented. It smelled a little bit more like coconut when I first opened it up, but it's almost like the coconut has sort of like diminished since I opened it. So I'm going to spray with the Dewy Facial Mist again. Keeping that dew. And then I'm going to take, I don't know, like a good bit of this. And this, again, too, is like a very strange product. I don't know how it does it. It feels like it shouldn't be as hydrating as it is and as moisturizing, but it's almost like it's got like a delayed moisturization, or it's like, you know, like a fish feeder that you put in your fish tank when you're going out of town and you want your fish to keep getting fed over a couple of days. It's like delayed moisturization. Like, it feels good when you initially put it on, but then like as the day goes on, it moisturizes your skin even more, and your skin feels even more moisturized and soft, and it's like, it's the strangest product, and I don't know how they did it, how they formulated it the way that it did, but it is like awesome. Next to I still need to put together like a daytime moisturizer video, but next to the Naturalogic Balance Moisturizer, this is probably my favorite. I like both of them. They're both super hydrating and super moisturizing, and they both sort of make my skin feel the same, where it's like, after a while, my skin just feels like soft and like plump and just like awesome, and I don't know how either one of them did it, but they did. So those are my top two moisturizers for daytime, the Skin Dew and the Naturalogic Balance Moisturizer, just awesome, my two favorites. They're the ones I reach for the most. I have a lot of other daytime moisturizers that I probably am just going to need to declutter because I'm not reaching for them, and I don't want them to go to waste. So yeah, that is my daytime skincare routine. And then in terms of makeup, what I do most days is actually I use the Redness Rescue Cream from Fit Glow, which was a past Beauty Hero sidekick. And then I use the De Mamiel Exhale Daily Hydrating Nectar, which is the sidekick in this month's box on top of it. So once I let that sink in, which it is, it feels really good, I take a pump of the Redness Rescue Cream. I'm like obsessed with this. I'm like almost halfway done with it. I don't know. I'm gonna go broke from this like routine that I've got going on here because I'm obsessed. So I do that all over. So and this too adds like an extra, like another layer of hydration and moisture. I just absolutely love this. It's just like, it's so awesome. So that's step one. And then step two, which I'm pretty sure I'm almost out of in this bottle, is the Exhale Daily Hydrating Nectar. And let me tell you, I filmed my Beauty Heroes review, said I was gonna buy this right afterwards, and I did. Spent a pretty penny. This stuff is not cheap. It's $115 for the full size, but I am full on obsessed with this. I love this. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't provide that much coverage, but honestly, my skin looks so good right now, I don't need it. I don't need a bunch of coverage to feel good. And I'm pretty sure I'm like running out of this because like every time I try to get any out, it like gives me so many problems. So I'm probably just gonna like start scooping it out. So let's scoop out a good bit. The only thing I don't like is that, you know, I love glass, but there are certain products that just don't do as well in glass as, just because of the kind of product they are, because this is so thick, it's like impossible to get every last drop out, which you want from a product that's this expensive. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to like, I don't know, get the rest of this out. But anyway, that's what I've got. It's about 3 pumps maybe. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's 2 pumps. So, and then I just put this on. All over. My mirror's off to the side, sorry. And that's it. That's my daytime skincare routine / everyday makeup routine. Really, that's all that I do. I do the Redness Rescue Cream and I do this, which I'm pretty sure I'm nearly out of. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to see if I can tell how I can get the rest of this out, because I don't want to waste a precious drop. But that is what I do to my skin every single day. I absolutely love it. My skin loves it. Spray some more of the Dewy Face Mist just to, you know, seal it all in. And that is my daytime skincare routine plus makeup. It's just, my skin loves it a lot. I mean, I could probably do some concealer. Honestly, I don't care enough though. I do not care. I've got dark circles because I hardly sleep. But yeah, this is, and you can tell, my skin is like super dewy, super hydrated. Feels amazing, looks great. So yeah, that's my daily skincare routine. So nighttime, so like my current nighttime routine, when I bother to do it, 3 nights out of the last 4, I've managed to fall asleep while nursing my son to sleep with my contacts in without doing any nighttime skincare. So like, luckily I wasn't wearing any makeup or anything the last few nights, but so my skin hasn't rebelled on me or anything, which is awesome. And I think that has to do with my daytime skincare routine too. My daytime skincare routine is like so solid. It's not rebelling on me when I forget to do my nighttime routine, which usually it will do. My skin will like freak, it'll break out. It's just, it is no fun. So I think because I have such a solid daytime routine, my skin is like, okay, you know what? It's all right if you forget to do your nighttime skincare routine. So in terms of nighttime skincare routine, depends on if I'm wearing makeup. If I'm wearing makeup, I've been using the Daymomiel Cleansing Dew, Pure Calm Cleansing Dew, which is a water emollient oil cleanser. This is amazing. It smells like candy. It works so well. I fell in love with this the first time I used it in like a little sample. I think I got off like Entirety Botanicals or something. This stuff is awesome. And I do have just like a little deluxe size now, but I definitely think when I'm out of this, I will be buying a full size of it. It's just one of my favorite makeup removers / oil cleansers / water soluble oil cleansers. I just love it. It smells amazing and it works really well. Removes pretty much most of my makeup, but then when I do wear makeup, I always do go in with a second cleanse. So when I'm wearing makeup, I'll go in with the second cleanse, which I just repeated. And I've been using the Aloe Milk Cleanser from Graydon, which actually came in this month's Pearlescent box. And I actually have been really, really enjoying this as well. This is like a great, gentle, like lotiony cleanser, and I've been really loving lotiony cleansers. The Bella Aura one is also a lotiony cleanser. Sometimes I was using this at night as well until I got this in the mail, and then I started to use this. So I was using this for a while, but this works really great as well. This removes the rest of the makeup that the Dewy cleanser does not remove, which is not that much. but it sort of like helps make sure that my skin is clean and, you know, fresh. And then on the nights when I don't wear makeup, I just use this. So I really have been loving both. I actually want to try more from Graydon. I actually do have, what is it called? It's not the putty, it's like Skin Food or something. I forget what it is. Or it's like Glow. Maybe it's just Glow. It's something similar to the Hydrating Nectar, I think. I received that before I got the Hydrating Nectar, but I haven't tried it yet, and I need to try it. It's sort of like a tinted, I don't know if it's moisturizer or primer or something like that, but I do need to pick that up and give it a shot. But as a nighttime cleanser, I've been really, really liking this. It's gentle. Again, it's sort of one of those products that has like a non-scent. It's very gentle and unscented. So then I will also spritz the Dewy Facial Mist in between like all of my steps, so I don't need to show you that again. But as serum wise, what I've been using are these two. So I've got the 12 Beauty Ideal Brightening Corrective Serum, which came in the April box, Walla box. If there are any, I think the subscriptions will have closed by the time I post this video, but if there are any one-time boxes available, I will leave the link for that down below. Also, what came in this box this month is the London mask by 12 Beauty, and I honestly have been loving both. This is another sort of like milky lotion-like serum. It's got brightening qualities in it. It's hyaluronic acid based, so this sort of acts as like another hyaluronic acid serum. And because I use an oil serum on top, I don't use this again. But I was using this combo at night as well before the Box Walla box and the Pearlescent box showed up. So I was also doing pretty much the exact same routine at night as I was during the day for the first 2 weeks, and then the last week I sort of switched it up when I got a couple of other boxes. So I will use this first, and then I will go in with a pump of the Superfood Serum by Graydon. This is awesome. I love this as well. This has got such amazing ingredients in it. It's got kale and goji, chia, sacha inchi, oat, camellia, blueberry, raspberry, cranberry, prickly pear, saffron, turmeric, neroli. I've been really, really enjoying this. So this layered first, and then this on top, great. Another, it's like superfoods and brightening and hydrating, and like what more does your skin want? So I actually kind of enjoy that this is in a ½ ounce instead of a full ounce. I actually would much appreciate if all oil serums came in ½ ounces first, because especially for me as like a blogger, I have so many oils. I would much prefer them to be in ½ ounce sizes with the option to buy a 1 ounce size, because sometimes you use an oil and it's not your favorite, and then you don't want to use it, but then you've got an ounce of oil that what are you going to do with it now? So I actually like that this comes in a ½ ounce, because you only need a little bit. So even the ½ ounce on its own is going to last you quite a long time, and you don't have to worry about, you know, using a whole ounce before it goes bad. So I think the ½ ounce of this is $55, so it's also more affordable, I think, because if you were to spend $100 on an ounce of serum, you might like balk at that a little bit, but $55, not so bad. So anyway, yeah, I posted about both of these on Instagram, so I hope that you were able to pick them up if you wanted to, because as I'm posting this video, neither one is available any longer, so hopefully you grab the Graydon Skincare one if you wanted it, because I actually been really enjoying that box. And the 12 Beauty box by Box Walla, I will leave a link below if I have a link. If I don't, I hope that you picked it up as well. And then my nighttime eye cream and moisturizer looks exactly the same. It's the One Love Organics Vitamin E Eye Balm and the Skin Dew. And I go to bed, I wake up, and my skin is awesome, and I just do it all over again. My skin is just completely obsessed. Jessie's screwing around. I don't know what she's doing. You want to come say hello? They haven't seen your pretty face in a while. There she is. Look at this pretty girl. This pretty girl who cries all the time and wakes up the baby, and she's fat too. You're so fat. But you're pretty. Yeah, she's so pretty. Anyway, but yeah, so that's what I've been doing the last 3 weeks or so. My skin is just in love. And if I wasn't like a beauty blogger or like a skincare blogger, I would totally keep this routine forever, because I absolutely adore it. My skin adores it. Yeah, I just totally love it. And I hope that you can tell that the Redness Rescue Cream and that tinted moisturizer on top sort of like did something. because I feel like it looks like it's evened out my skin tone, and it's a lot, like a little bit less red. It's not like it was totally red before, because I think the routine that I've got going on is really taking care of a lot of redness. So anyway, that's what I've got for you. The Art of Organics box and the Beauty Heroes boxes, as of this moment, are still available, and I will link them both below. So hopefully they still are in 2 days when I post this. So I hope that you grabbed them if you wanted to. I know that the Beauty Heroes especially was in very limited supply this month, so if it's sold out, it is very understandable why, because it is just totally awesome, and I love that. I'm going to use that serum to death. I absolutely love it. It's so great, and I especially love the Hydrating Nectar, and like I said, I already bought the full size of this, and it's not cheap. It's $115, so it took me a little bit to press the complete order button, but I did it because I love that stuff. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you like seeing these sort of like current skincare routines where I do my skincare on camera with you. I do a lot of, you know, stuff like that with you guys. I do my masks and all that. I don't know, it sort of seems like I don't like to be on camera with makeup on ever, because I hardly ever wear makeup on camera anymore. I'm going to put a little mascara on and some lip gloss for when I do my Art of Organics review, but basically this is it. This is the face you're seeing in my next review. My eyes are a little tired, but you know what? My skin feels good and I don't care. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you like seeing these, because I like doing them, and I will see you guys in my next one.